sorry I'm a little bit late because we had technical difficulties. So, alrighty, so let me go back to my Facebook page and share this video because this video is an important topic to me. So, hi everyone, it's been a while since I came online and I've been spending time with my clients. A client came from um, Ireland. She just flew in. Another client from Singapore, so obviously she didn't have to fly anywhere. So hi everyone, how are you? Let me just share this, and please go ahead and invite your friends to this conversation if you feel like it. If you feel like this conversation will benefit them. Okay, so let me just share this. We are live. So the reason why I was a couple minutes late is because I was trying to put this on my laptop. And here you are. There you go. So, hi everybody. Hi, how are you? This is Elisan, and I'm the founder of the thriving Facebook group, The Spiritual Entrepreneurs, and the Spiritual School of Money. I'm super excited to have you here with me today. And so today I want to talk about the coaching industry is toxic and the healing industry is in the la la land. So coaching industry, coaching and healing, these two topics are really dear to my heart because I started off as a healer and then well, I have resistance calling myself a coach, but then I call myself the coach for the sake of calling myself a coach because nobody else understands what other things that I do. So I just spent 3 days with my clients. Super awesome. We did so much work. It was a business retreat. We dived into business plan, refining the marketing message, what's their calling, what's their gift. It sounds really easy, but let me ask you a question. Why are you here? Why do you do what you do? Do you know what's your purpose? Do you know what's your gift? Do you? And we talked about their money mindset. I worked out a business plan for them. And in the coaching industry, it's all about the sales funnel and this and that. But in fact, I gave them a business plan that is completely have nothing to do with the coaching industry and still make money and help people. And it's just amazing. It's like when you are open up to the divine, the channel just comes in and you don't need to stick with that, all the same old stuff. And we worked on so many other things, like the money mindset. And was there a coaching element in it? Yeah, for sure there are, but there are other elements in it as well. So before I go on, I want to just let you know what I mean by that. When I talk about coaching industry, it's not coaching. When I talk about the healing industry, it's not healing. Both healing and coaching are tools. Both healing and coaching are tools. And to me, it doesn't matter what tool you have, as long as you can help your client get results. So let me say that once again. Coaching is a tool. Angel card reading is a tool. Reiki is a tool. Whatever you have, it is to help your client get the results that they desire. So over so many years, right, I've learned quantum healing, quantum touch, spiritual healing, like angel therapy, angel card reading, and past life regression. All these are tools. All these are tools to help you, your clients, or whatever make a better life, right? And my journey has helped me open up and activated my intuitive channels, helped me get closer to God. I learned how to channel messages from divine. It's just because I don't flip out my cards right now and do a card reading, it doesn't mean that I have lost that ability. And this ability, the intuitive ability, the healing ability, that ability to channel, I'm putting it in my coaching work right now. Do you understand what I mean? In the 3 days, ask my clients, was it a typical coaching modality like structure? No, I made them do, we did psychotherapy, we did constellation, we did whatever it is, and so much energy was released, and we did some videos and that kind of thing. And I told my clients, I will dip you in the swimming pool if I need to wake you up. So at the end of the day, we have a trust. My clients have a trust with me that whatever that I make them do, whether is it bungee jumping or dipping them in the swimming pool, it's for their highest good. So what do I mean by the coaching industry is toxic? And let's just start with that first, right? So throughout the 3 days, I hear myself saying high-end clients, high-end clients, high-end clients, and I felt so judgmental around it. Like, what do you mean by high-end clients? Like, the definition of high-end clients is clients who pay you a lot of money. What's the definition of a lot of money? 5,000, 6,000, 10,000, 25,000, 250,000 is high end? Like, but you know, when I was struggling, $500 was high end to me. And that is labeling and that is bullying. Whatever you say, this is my opinion. I stand for my opinion. Whether you agree or not, that's none of my business. Suck it up, okay? I'm saying it because it's my opinion. And I think, what do you mean by high-end client? I immediately went into this spiral, high-end client. So the clients who cannot afford to pay me, they are low-end. The clients who pay me $97 is low-end clients. Like, what a crazy labeling is there? So I quickly changed my words to private clients. Indeed, they are my private clients. And that's felt so much better in that conversation. They are my private clients. They flew half the world to spend 3 days with me. My client, sacrificed her family time and her husband and her, children time to spend 3 days with us to work on a business. That is sacrifice. Whatever it is, that is private clients. They are spending private time with me. They are private coaching clients. So I invite you to really rewire your vocabulary. High end, low end. It's labeling, it's bullying, it feels crap. Oh, I'm a high end client. So what does that make you if you can't afford to pay 15,000? A low end client, it doesn't feel good, right? There is this sense of bullying in there. So I invite everybody to ditch the word high end and just convert it to private clients. It's simple as that. My students who pay me $33, are they low-end clients? No, they're not. I just call them my students, right? Because they're not my private coaching clients yet. Are they less of the high-end clients? No, they are women who are working their ass off, trying to figure out, working their ass off to create a better future for them as well. They are as much, whatever that you deemed high end, they have those qualities too. They just need to activate it. And I think that's shame and bullying. I don't know how you feel about this, but this is how I feel about it. Okay, so let us collectively stop this labeling in this high end, low end, no end, whatever it is. Just call them clients, private coaching clients, or just students. Or students, I mean people who buy your self-help stuff. They are your students. They are clients, period. There's no high end and low end. Hey, good morning, Annie. Somebody's $5,000 could be a low, like a chump change. Someone's $5,000 could be huge. So let's just ditch this. It's shaming. It's really shaming. And there is so much 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, 9 figures going on in our industry. And people are deviating from the real purpose. Coaching is to help people get results. Healing is to help people get results. And they're so warped in this sales funnel, this and that, blah, 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 which is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I invite you to look at the traditional way of business. There is no sales funnel. Simple business relationship building. And look where they have gone. They eventually got themselves there. My grandfather, he's the first generation in Singapore. He worked his ass off. He busted his ass off and he became a millionaire. He owned a couple of properties and then, of course, my uncle lost it all. But that's besides the point. But I'm talking about my grandfather here, right? He busted his ass off. He worked really hard to get to where he wanted to be, right? Plain, old, simple, hard work. It doesn't get any better than that. Simple, hard work. You put in the effort, you get it. So there's so much about, selling high-end packages, this and that, 5,000, 6,000. At the end of the day, making the money is great. I did it too. But there is no shaming involved. Over the last couple of days, I've heard so many crazy stories in the coaching industry, all in the love for money. Greed, actually, all in the name of survival. We were just talking about credit cards, right? I mean, to be honest, credit cards help boosted my business. But I was in two phases in my life. The first phase was I am completely clueless about what I want to do and how to make money. And I bought courses and courses and courses and courses and courses, which eventually became self-help books. And I have no idea how to pay my credit card bills. And it just snowballed and snowballed and snowballed. And I felt really shit about myself. And I went into the guilt trip because I didn't know how to pay my bills. So, of course, I started with, I am going to pay my bills. I will find the clients to support this and that. Of course, we all started out that way. I mean, the self-help, the self-help thing wasn't a lot of money, but when I was starting out, $597, $997 was a lot of money to me, but I still invested. I didn't know how to pay it, and it got snowballed and snowballed, and I felt shit about myself. Right? That was one period of my life, and I'm sure there are people like in this period of their life as well. And then the other period of my life is that's when I knew how I was going to make money. I then spent the money on my credit card, and then I repaid every single month, and now I am debt free, and now I know how to repay my credit card bills. I know there's a system. I became responsible with it. All right. So there's two parts of my story. And guess what? There are so many people in the first phase just signing credit cards after credit card after credit card and credit card, snowballing, snowballing. And you look at their credit card, I don't know what to do with it. And then they're going on to coaching. I'm going to buy more coaching, and then I'm going to like, da, 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 da. And this goes on and on. And of course, the the industry is bursting because the coaches are telling you put it on your credit card. I would tell my clients to put it on the credit card if you are willing to bust your ass and make sure you pay your credit card bills. Because between coaching and putting food on the table, I would make sure you put food on the table. Which side was it? Food or coaching? I would rather you put food on the table first and sort yourself out, and then just think about your coaching. Of course, there are things like, you learn how to coach and then you can put food on the table. But here, when you're here, go look for a job. Make sure you are like pay for your coaching without any like, you're not gonna like have sleepless night thinking how you're gonna pay your bills, put food on the table, pay your coaching, pay your coach, and then oh my god, I don't have any money right now. I have to drop out of my coaching and this and that. It's not fair to the coach because it's not her problem. You know, I mean, in a way, it's not her problem because you have agreed to say yes. She will have to. I'm not talking about how the coach is or is not. By right, she will do her best to teach you whatever she knows to help you get out of the situation. But if you are in such an unhealthy place, you will not do it because you don't have the self-belief. That's the cycle of it, you know? And the truth is, when I hired my coach with $50 in my bank account, I was in the hustling mode. There was no plan B. And therefore, I succeeded. But the truth is, there are a lot of people who need hand holding and baby steps to get them there one by one, because there is so much fear, and fear is real to them. And so your job right now is to help them get out of fear by whatever you need to do. Show up on a day-to-day basis, show them that you care, and then let them know that it is possible, and then they will sign and invest with you for sure. But I feel like if you are going to invest $15,000 and you are struggling between $15,000 and putting food on the table, then I suggest you go get a job to get that sorted out first, and then think about the $15,000. And your coach or whoever that is providing this service will have probably alternative as well. That is why I created a spiritual school of money for these people to handhold with them, handhold hold their hands and journey with them and give them the courage, because not everybody is like you, who is crazy going out there going after this and that, blah blah blah. Tony Robbins said, right, only 10% of the people who attend his seminars will succeed, because the rest are just, it's not that they don't want to. Otherwise, why would they attend these seminars? But they're in this bubble. Oh, I can do it. And then you go back into the real world. Okay, now what? Okay, let me go back to another seminar and get the feeling again. Okay, and then now what? So this is also the healing industry, right? They're just going after certifications after certifications. Like, I'm just going to be sitting down there umming and expecting God to just show up and the client to just show up. And in this la la land, it doesn't exist. You have to do the work, right? And I just heard this story, which is plain bullying, right? I mean, we all put out our discovery call links, right? So there's this coach who scheduled a discovery call with this other coach. Coach A is the authentic coach who put out this, okay, if you're doing this, go through a schedule call with me. Coach B scheduled the discovery call with her and tried to sell Coach A her coaching package. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. How do you do your taxes? How do you do this? How do you do that? And are you sure you're able to do this? Like, blah, 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 blah. This is my link. Why don't you schedule a discovery call with me? This is plain bullying, and this is so sly. No wonder people don't trust your discovery calls anymore, because people are doing this slimy work themselves as a coach. I mean, this is totally not acceptable. This is not coaching. This is what the coaching industry has turned itself into. This is not coaching. It's not. So when you say the coaching industry, dissect it in your head. Coaching is not the industry. The industry is made up of people who created the coaching industry, which is disgusting right now. So I am divorcing the coaching industry. I've got nothing to do with it. I am going to just do what I need to do for my clients. I've got nothing to do with the coaching industry. It sucks. It has come to this stage where people are bullying people, shaming people that you're not making six figures, so therefore you're not good enough. And going into this complete, like, oh, I'm not good enough, I have to be this somebody that I'm not, I have to shine this thing, and I've got to do this, and I've got to do this. It's ridiculous. All right? So I want you to think about this. Are you doing coaching, or are you in the industry in like a hamster chasing an invisible force that doesn't even exist because some guru told you that? And with the credit card bills, I swear there is really no point in signing courses after courses after courses. Do you know that in the USA alone, do you know how much the debt is? $45 trillion. I'm pissed. This is a sign of irresponsibility. And as a coach, you need to be responsible and really understand where your client is at right now before you take on the client. So it's like, if my client wants to drop out because she thinks she cannot pay, I'm not going to convince her that she can. Because the fact is, if she's in her story, she can't. All right, then you go figure out an alternative way. Do some pro bono sessions with her so that she can pick herself up again, and then she hires you. There is, when in my clients, I sometimes go over time. 30 minutes is ridiculous. I know there are some school of thoughts there, like 30 minutes, it makes it more effective. And just because I have 2 sessions, if my clients need extra sessions with me, please schedule. Because, as a client, I really don't want to bother my coach. I mean, the reason why I hired her is so that I can have a good life, right? And my life is in order. The fact that if I have to schedule a session and I need a session means I'm out of order, right? So as a coach, why don't you be more generous? When you are more generous to a human being, you're giving it back to God. Yes, there's an element of business there. You got to make this amount of money. But apart from this amount of money, you are a freaking human being, and another human being needs your help. Right? And if you can show up in the video like this, sharing your time with other people, and so that is why I created Spiritual School of Money, for those people who really want one-to-one coach, but they think they cannot afford it right now. And I get it. Everybody has the money. But you know what? Not everybody is as crazy as you right now, who is going after it right now at this moment. That's the truth. So you've got to bring yourself to that level and bring them up. That is service. Not 6 figures, 7 figures. You can go buy a lottery ticket and maybe touch 7 figures today. I mean, you can put your money in the bank, or buy an insurance plan, or buy a property. You still make 7 figures. Ask yourself, why are you in business? You are here in service and impact and create change and help other people get there. All right? So I invite you to be more generous with your time. Think about it. If you can do this video thing and you're so generous with your time, showing up on a day-to-day basis, and you're so stingy with your clients, I mean, hello, what? Like, I don't get it. I really don't. I'm building my business based on my own, the way I want to build it. Not because some guru said you should do this or that and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I learned the system. I learned it well, and I created it. I recreate the system to fit me, my business, my lifestyle, and my clients. That's it. Period. And that is why, that's why I created the Spiritual School of Money. It's for people who think they can't afford one-to-one right now, but they need help. $33 a month. I mean, it's like we have a month module, and we have a call. I mean, tomorrow we have a call with me, and I cannot wait to work with these people, and talk to them and see what they're up to, right? You gotta help them. You think they don't want to pay you 15,000. You think they don't want to manifest 30,000 so that they can pay you 15 and make 15. You think they don't want to. They don't know how to, right? The fact that they sign up means they want to, and so therefore I'm helping them, right? Just because they can't pay you $15,000 yet doesn't mean that in 2 years they can't pay you $15,000. That's bullshit. They need help. And it's like, oh, when you have the money, then come back again. If I knew how to make $50,000, I don't need a coach. I don't need you, right? If your clients knew how to get six pack, they don't need a trainer. If your clients know how to cook like a Michelin chef, why do they need to hire you? If they knew their sales system so well, why would they need to hire you? So you need to have some entry point where they can come in with ease and grace so that they can work with you and you can help them get there and make your $250,000, because they will be happy to pay you, because with an investment of $250,000, they will make $1 million. Then yes. So I want you to equate making money with helping more and more and more people, a lot of people. Being a millionaire means like when to me, when I am a millionaire, it just means that I have helped a lot of people to get to where I am. Just think about it. And I want you to think about Doreen Virtue, Wayne Dyer, and all these people. They just have a message and they share their message. And because they're so committed and convicted with their message, people pay them to learn from them and to learn more. And that really is the divine transaction, the divine energy exchange. That's all. It is that's all, plain simple. Look at the courses. It's not expensive. To 15,000, it's not expensive. It's not, because they want to reach the mass. But you know what? You cannot. There's no contact with them. It's passive income for them. They're teaching you. You get what you need. If you want more time, then you pay what you need, and invest in them. Go to the boat ride with them. Do the retreat with them. Go live. So they are having a business structure as well. So it's like, if you want to reach the mass, low cost. That's what it is. All right. So honestly, I'm probably just ranting today. Alrighty. Are there any questions that you have that I may answer for you? And I'm in service of you right now. I mean, I just spent 3 days, and today I have another retreat for a love client. So, and then tomorrow I'm doing this call with the students of the Spiritual School of Money. If you would like to join us, I invite you to go to the Spiritual School of Money and just check it out. The first month is just $3. And if you absolutely hate me and not like what I teach, then just leave. No harm done. But okay, how does one know which coaching is right for them? That's such a great question, D. So in the first place, you need to know, what are you looking for? What are you looking for? What are the results you're looking for? Of course, if you are looking for mindset, then don't go to a business coach to look for mindset work, right? If you need a business plan, then probably a mindset coach is not going to help you get there. So but there are most coaches right now, like myself, I teach people mindset and I teach people their business plan, but I don't teach like exactly the sales funnel. So I create a business plan for them. So you need to understand, and I think most importantly, you have to like the coach. You need to know that their values, their principles, their religious beliefs, or whatever it is, has to be aligned with yours. Like for me, I am spiritual, and I cannot not talk about God and the laws of the universe. And so if somebody who doesn't vibe with God, then I'm not the ideal coach and they are not my ideal client. So you have to know, like, what are you looking for? What results? And is this coach, I would call it mentor. Can I just use mentor? If this mentor is living the life that you want, a version of it. I mean, you don't want to live her life, but is she living the kind of life that you desire? I mean, lifestyle is subjective, right? Some people love to climb the mountains and that's their lifestyle, but that's freedom, right? Is she having the results that you want, her values, her principles? Do you like her enough to spend 6 months, 12 months with her because you are going to schedule the call with her, right? I mean, can you imagine not liking the mentor and then you have to drag your ass to the call every single time? It's not authentic. You're not going to do the work because you're going to fight with her, you're going to argue with her physically or maybe energetically. I don't know. That's not going to impede. You're not going to spend your money. You're not going to spend happy money as well. You know, it's like I talk about make happy money. You know, you want to spend happy money as well. Okay. So yeah, so you have to look at all these things. Is she already getting clients? Is she helping the clients get the results? I mean, just look at all these 360 degrees, like, and most of all, use your own intuition, right? Is she the coach for me? Play the whole tape through. Can I uh can I see myself working with her? Like, what are my fears? You know, and there's so many things. At the end of the day, um you know what? I always check in within myself because my soul knows better. My soul knows better. Okay? So, yeah. Okay, I'm trying to scroll this down because my laptop doesn't seem to be to allow me to scroll the messages down. So let me just go to my phone. All right. Okay. So, and really, I mean, much as you think you are the right coach for people, there is a right coach and a right client. Not that there's a wrong coach and a wrong client, but I think as a coach or a mentor, you also have the right to reject clients because they're like really off or whatever it is. So don't do things for just the money, all right? So if you are watching the replay, I also would love for you to leave me a comment and let me know how you feel about what I say. Do you think there is bullying in the community, right? Like, so, and then talk about bullying. So I had a client, was having a chat with her. She's in a different industry. She's in the real estate industry. I'm like, I hope you allow me to say this. So there's this tier leader, top tier, and that kind of thing. So there are people who are in the leadership position who just sits around the real estate agent who is signing the contract and just say a few words. Do you need help? Say, just ask some questions and put their name there and then demand a commission out of this. I think it's bullying as well. You know, I mean, bullying comes from lack of integrity, but I also want you to not now go shame the bullies because we are not people like this. The reason why I say this is because this exists and you should not tolerate bullying. Think about this in the discovery call. I mean, this was how I was taught, right? I mean, maybe I got this wrong, but don't quote me on that, but that's how I was receiving it. Like, when the client's on the call with you, make sure they say yes. Like, otherwise, why are you on the call with me? I think that's also bullying people into saying yes. And then people sometimes go into this spiral thing, oh my god, I regret saying yes, this and that, because they are in not, yes, they said yes, you know, yes, they had the power within them, but they've given you the power. If you're a bully, bullying them into saying yes, they are not going to feel good about the yes, and that's bullying them into saying yes, and they are not in the sound mind to make the right decision, and therefore it is not the authentic yes. There are people in the discovery call doing this as well. When I'm doing a discovery call, I tell people to go think about this. Whether is it right or wrong for them, it's up to them to decide. I am not attached to their yes or no because I'm just there. If it's yes, great. If it's no, great. Let's just move on, right? And I get people to go think about this. If they can't make a decision today, fine. Some people can make a decision today, great. But you should not bully people into making decision. You should not bully people into saying yes. And you know what I mean, right? I mean, if you don't know what I mean, go have some discovery calls and you know what I mean with people. And that's how you should be doing, because at the end of the day, you run a business to make money, but you're not bullying people into giving you their money, you know? So, um, why was I in there? Yeah, so it's like, just because you're an authority figure in whatever industry that you're in, there is bullying around, and you need to stick your stick your energy together and just say no, I don't want to do it, and be okay with saying no. Yes, they will be angry, they will be pissed, they may even bully you even more, but you have a choice right now. I know your attitude sucks, I mean, in a nice way, and I don't think this is the right way. Maybe they don't even know that there are bullies, right? So it's it's not funny at all. Alrighty, any other questions? I'm just going through this. If you don't make the money, etc., or who don't make it, then it's your fault, not the coaching. Yeah, you know what, D? Let's just talk about responsibility. You, as a coach or mentor, you are not responsible for your client's results. So therefore, during the discovery call time, you need to make sure your clients are ready to do the work. Otherwise, they may turn against you and complain and like, you're not effective, I didn't get the results, blah blah blah. We all know that they have to put in action, because if I'm going to put in action, then I might as well get the results myself, right? So as a mentor, as a teacher, as a coach, you need to be responsible for your own actions. Give your best, do your best, teach your best, like plan and think on your clients' behalf. What do they need right now? That is being responsible to them, but you're not responsible for them, because ultimately, like, I'm responsible for my own results. If you take responsibility for their success, means you also have to take responsibility for their failures, which is ridiculous, right? So you do your best as a coach. Of course, there are coaches who just disappeared, and we're not talking about those people, right? I mean, assuming that you are really responsible and you say you do what you do, then your clients are responsible for their own results, because the body belongs to them, the clients belong to them, the business belongs to them, right? So yeah, you can't blame anyone. You can only blame yourself, right? Even if she's a horrible coach, just take responsibility that, okay, I've made this decision, and don't blame her, right? I mean, yes, to a certain point, this is really sad, but at the end of the day, nobody force and put the gun on your head and say, go hire her and give her your money, right? Alrighty. So I just want to acknowledge the people here. D, as always, love you. See you. Are you gonna call in tomorrow? Speak to you tomorrow. Annie, hi Annie. How are you? I hope you're doing okay. Angela, how are you? Nice to see you here. This, I think, is the first time that we are meeting live. So hey, hey. Any other questions? If not, I am going to have my breakfast, have my coffee, as the New Yorkers call it. And, I had such an amazing time with these two fantastic women. Honestly, I didn't even know that it was possible that clients would start flying in and we will have, I had this vision many years ago, but now I'm actually living it. And so hang on to your vision. Just do your work. Your dreams will come true. I mean, we had such an amazing time yesterday, and it was just not so the typical coaching session. I arranged a photographer to come, and we take shots together. It was just so fun. I mean, it was like, yes, it was a mentoring clients, but coaching clients, but it was like friends as well, and we had such a good time together. It's just so amazing, and I'm gonna replicate this experience in London. We're going to London. Are we going to London in September? Alrighty. So hey Nona, how are you? First time I've listened to you live. You're awesome. Continue living your mission as vision, as we all benefit from it. Thank you. Much gratitude. Oh, thank you so much for your kind words, Nona. I mean, seriously, I thought I was going to sleep in today, because my other retreat is at 12:30. So, and I woke up at 7. I'm like, I was just playing the whole tape through in my head. I was just playing the the entire 3 days. I'm living in so much gratitude right now. I'm so grateful that this experience has happened. And then suddenly I had this thing, like the healing industry is toxic, and because that's what we were discussing as well. And so I have to put this out. Woke up, put this. I thought disappeared for a while. So, but anyway, yeah, and I put this out there, and I'm so grateful that I did it. Because, yeah. Angela, oh, you live in New York? Oh, yes. New York is somewhere that I would, it's on my bucket list probably next year. So this year I'll be going to, where am I going? I'm going to London and then I'm going to Bali at the end of the year. And somewhere in between, I'm not sure where I'll be going, probably Australia. But next year, yes, I would include New York for sure, for sure. I mean, this can't make people feel bad if they don't. Yep, definitely be responsible. That's right. Alrighty, so continue with the comments. Watch the replay because this is not like the other one, which is 1 hour. But it's almost like 40 minutes. Alrighty, I'm gonna go have my coffee because I need my coffee now. Alrighty, I love you all so much. And hi Susan, hi, how are you? That's huge. We're not responsible for their results. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Susan, hi, you're live. Super amazing. Alrighty. So honestly, if you need one-to-one coaching, but you're not really there yet, and if you love to hang around me and the other woman, I invite you to check the Spiritual School of Money out. This is literally the Spiritual School of Money. Let me type it out. The Spiritual School of Money. We are doing, okay, can't type and talk at the same time. The Spiritual School of Money.com. Go check it out, and maybe you get some gem or two and get some inspiration from the website as well. And I will do my first coaching call tomorrow. The trial is just $3. I'm making it super easy for people because price does matter in terms of like decision making. I would love to work with you, journey with you, and eventually at some point give you a hug and spend some glorious days with you. All right, so just stay there, hanging there. Your dreams will come true as long as you don't give up, as long as you keep. I mean, gives me the right to say this. Come on, I'm in the industry since 2007 or 8ish, right? 2016 now, so go figure like how long I've been in the industry, the healing and coaching industry. So I know what I'm talking about. All right, so we start the coaching call tomorrow. Super excited, can't wait what the girls are up to. Yes, I'm going off to enjoy my coffee. Thank you, Nona. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you're not part of the spiritual community, I invite you to also join the Spiritual Entrepreneurs. You see my face there in the banner. Join it. It's free. Come join in the conversation. Oh, coffee. That's right. You know what, Angela? I lived in New York for a while. That's why I got this coffee. I was just being funny. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I lived in New York for a while when I was 16. Went there for high school for a while. And so it was just so funny. My friends and I used to tease, like, because he lived upstate New York, but he doesn't say coffee, right? But yeah, it's just so funny. It's just nice coffee. Alrighty. So, continue with the comments. Share this if you feel like you need to, and like let the world hear this. Oh, you know what? This video has reached 69,000 people. This is super amazing. Alrighty. Anyway, I really want to go, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Until next time.